It's a two-part video. Cape Town, South Africa. We're gonna be doing the safari. We're flying business class. We got so much to show you, so much to see. Like I said, I had to make two videos. Mr. Black Adventures, stay tuned, coming up next. So a once in a lifetime opportunity, you can only do it one way. You gotta do it in style. You gotta go business class. And if you fly Emirates Business Class, you get the chauffeur experience. They pick you up, they drop you off. You get to use the Emirates Lounge in the airport at all your destinations. It's absolutely amazing, especially when we get to Dubai. It's even better there. So this is a picture of the lounge. I mean, standard lounge stuff. But once you get on the plane, that's when everything just changes. Like the whole business class experience on Emirates it lives up to the hype. It's worth it. I think we paid at the time somewhere around $3,500 for one ticket, but this is all the way from Bangkok through Dubai and down to Cape Town. Sleep is priceless when you're on a flight that long, 20 hours. But once we touched down in Cape Town, wow, it was just amazing. You just have, it just gives you this coastal vibe, and it's so immersive. There's so much going on. There's so many different people. It just the vibes that this place had. It was just cool. By itself, it's worth a visit. This is Victoria Wharf, which if you want to stay in this area, it's a little more expensive, but there's always something to do. There's restaurants all over the place, and it's easy to get around town. Not hard at all. So next, we decided, well, we're here. Let's go get in a boat and go see it from the ocean. And that's exactly what I did. Mind you, the ocean is freezing out in Cape Town. Try your luck, don't get wet. But around December timeframe when we actually did this shot, it was kind of chilly. But that's a picture of Table Mountain. We were gonna climb that in the next video. Not climb it, but we're gonna take the fast track up there. But yeah, BYOB, this cost about 15 bucks each person. Get your yacht on, good time. So we're gonna use regular sound today because this needs to be mentioned on camera. So we are at the bank. And guess what? The bank isn't in service because there's no power. Because they do this every day, right? Every day. Every day, I don't know, like prime time, 6 o'clock, like when you need it most. So if you was in the middle of a transaction at the ATM, hey, you think the camera goes out too? Probably all of it, yeah. So if you want to steal from the ATM, you can do it now. But this power goes out to the entire country or something, I don't freaking know. So I just want to clarify that video. I wanted to keep it intact because it was really my natural reaction to not having power, which is, I mean, for me, that's different. So to clarify, it is rolling blackouts, and it sounds like it was throughout the country, not just South Africa. There's an app you can download. It's called load shedding. And load shedding is the app that basically tells you, hey, wherever your GPS is at, wherever you're at, it's gonna tell you when power is gonna be down in your area. Now, I mean, I wasn't really joking about the ATM. The ATM was off. So I don't know what happens there, but you better be aware when you go taking some money out because the lights were out and I don't think it was working. So, but that's the clarification on that. It is every day, and if you have a generator or if somebody has backup power, if you stay in a hotel, they still experience it, but I think they're on generators, so it'll be a little more minimalistic for you. But definitely something to be prepared for if you're trying to charge stuff or time something or leave the house at a certain time. You got to think about that stuff. The load shedding thing is kind of important. So definitely download the app. I'll put a link to the app store or one of the app stores
in the description so you guys can find it. So after we got done with the whole yacht experience, we embarked on another journey off to the safari. So it's a 2 hour, I think it was like 2.5 hours. But along the way you make some stops, and this is actually one of the places we stopped out. It just happened to be Black Friday, go figure. And we got 2 bottles of wine in here for $3. And I'm telling you, when I say I am not really a wine guy, every bottle of wine I had in South Africa was amazing. So once you get done with the wine, then you actually show up to this place called the Safari, but it's actually Aquila. It's the closest safari to Cape Town. You can see the Big Five if you're lucky. Just to clarify kind of what the Big Five means. The Big Five is essentially what were the hardest animals in Africa to hunt. So you had the rhino, you had the lion, you had the leopard, you had the elephant, and then you had the buffalo. So that's where the term came from. But yeah, if you do want to do that kind of safari, it's gonna, I mean, the ticket was like $250 each. Plus, you have to pay an entrance fee to go into the facility. So something to think about. Definitely not the cheapest experience. Worth the time. I think you have to do it. It's just, you have to do it. It's a bucket list item. The cool thing about this location is it's kind of like a resort. So if you want to stay the night, you can. They've got pools, they've got food. As soon as you arrive, you eat lunch right before you embark on your first little safari in the cars and all that stuff. But if you wanted to stay the night, they do have the options where you can actually stay up there. There's a lot of different choices when it comes to safaris. They all are expensive. It's not cheap by any means, but you gotta pay if you wanna see stuff in the wild. So the next thing we did was roll off into the controlled Africa, I'd say, because all the animals are still, I mean, it's acres and acres of land, but it's still enclosed by a fence line. So the animals they stay inside this large land space. And the cool thing is that the tour guides know where certain animals are. So if you're looking for rhinos or the elephant, I mean, they generally stay in their own zones. So, and the tour guides will just call it out. So the communication factor to make sure you at least get to see 4 of the 5 is there. So it makes it a little easier for you to enjoy the experience. But I thought it was pretty cool. I actually had never seen a rhino. I don't know that they have them at the San Diego Zoo, but when I was out there, I don't remember seeing one. So, but I definitely seen plenty out here. Then they've got the zebras out there. I mean, it was cool. It was cool. I mean, obviously the most awaited thing is the lion. The lions are what everybody wants to see. So you can kind of see there's about, I want to say there's 3 here. But they're just chilling. Another controlled space, right? This thing is totally electrified. Those lions are not coming after you, for sure. So this is the part 1. It's a lot of safari stuff. Part 2, we hit the road. I got the bins. We're driving all over this town. There's so much to see. And yeah, we did it. And it's some good shots. So definitely you want to see part 2 of this video because it's very colorful. Cape Town is just absolutely beautiful. Hit the subscribe link. I will be dropping that video shortly. And if you haven't seen the Joburg video where I just stayed at the hotel the whole time, I'll put the link up here. Until next time, Mr. Black Adventures. Talk to you later.
You'd never say the word. I could give you the world, girl, won't you? Try me, I bet you gon' like it. Lava, yeah, me, lava, yeah, me, lava.